In the deep heart of East Africa, where the wind sweeps across the savanna and the golden grass stretches endlessly beneath the open sky, lives one of the world's last remaining hunter-gatherer tribes, the Hadza. For thousands of years, the Hadza have lived in harmony with their land, sustaining themselves through the skills of the hunt and the wisdom of foraging. Every day for them is a battle of endurance, instinct, and ancestral memory. Today, we follow them on a journey that begins in the early morning hours, with a single goal: the hunt for a porcupine. The day breaks slowly, painting the horizon with streaks of pink and orange. The village stirs awake. Children's laughter mixes with the calls of birds overhead, and the faint crackle of embers still glowing from the fire of the night before. Among the men, there is a quiet determination. Hunting is not just survival, it is a connection to their ancestors. The Hadza have relied on wild game for generations, and every hunt is both a test and a ceremony, a reaffirmation of who they are. The hunters gather their tools. Bows, crafted from local wood and strung with sinew, are checked carefully. Each arrow is inspected, its tip sharpened and sometimes dipped in poison made from desert rose sap. This is no casual endeavor. For the Hadza, precision matters, because every shot could mean the difference between feast and hunger. Among today's hunters is an older man, his face carved by the years, his body lean and hardened by countless expeditions into the wilderness. Beside him walk two younger men, eager to prove their skill, and a boy who has just begun to learn the art of tracking. Together, they step away from the village and into the bush. The tall grasses sway as they move silently, scanning the earth for signs. Tracking is an ancient language the Hadza know better than words. A broken twig, a patch of disturbed soil, the faint impression of claws in the dirt, all speak volumes to them. This morning, they are searching for the elusive porcupine. Unlike large antelope or swift gazelles, the porcupine is a creature of patience. It hides, burrows, and defends itself with an arsenal of sharp quills. To capture it requires skill, persistence, and courage. As the hunters move deeper into the brush, the sun climbs higher. Heat begins to radiate from the ground, and the dry air carries the scents of dust and acacia. Hours pass in quiet tracking. Suddenly, the elder raises his hand. The group halts. Ahead, near the base of a rocky mound, lies a series of burrows. The tracks are fresh. Small but distinct paw prints lead inside. The elder crouches, touching the soil with his fingertips, then nods. The porcupine is here. The hunters begin their careful work. Some gather branches to cover possible exits, while others prepare their spears and arrows. Unlike many hunts, this one is not a chase across the plains but a battle of patience against an animal in its fortress. The porcupine is known to fight fiercely when cornered, lashing out with its quills that can pierce skin and leave painful wounds. They wait, listening. The silence of the bush is broken only by the rustling of insects and the distant cry of a bird. Then, faintly, comes the sound, the scratching of claws against stone. The hunter's eyes sharpen. The porcupine stirs. Moments stretch into long breaths, and finally, the animal emerges. Bristling with sharp quills, its small eyes glint with awareness. For an instant, it freezes, sensing danger. Then it charges forward in a desperate bid to escape. The hunters act in perfect unison. An arrow whistles through the air, striking the ground near the porcupine. Another follows swiftly, grazing its side. The animal thrashes, but the path is blocked. A spear thrust comes next, precise and strong, pinning the creature before it can retreat. The struggle is brief but intense. Then, silence. The hunt is successful. The hunters gather around their prize. To outsiders, a porcupine may not seem like a feast. But for the Hadza, every catch is valuable. Its meat is rich, its fat prized, and even the quills hold uses in decoration and tools. They lift the animal, their faces filled with both relief and pride. Success means food for their families tonight. As they begin the journey back, the atmosphere shifts. Laughter breaks out among the younger men, their spirits lightened by victory. The boy walks proudly, carrying a few of the porcupine's quills as tokens of his learning. The elder, though silent, wears a small smile. For him, this hunt is not just about food, it is about passing down the traditions that ensure survival. Back at the village, word of the successful hunt spreads quickly. Children run to meet the hunters, their voices high with excitement. Women prepare the fire, gathering wood and heating stones. Cooking in the wild is both practical and communal. Everyone has a role, and the process itself is as meaningful as the meal. The porcupine is laid upon the flames. Its quills crackle and burn away in the fire, releasing a pungent smoke. Slowly, the meat roasts, its aroma drifting through the air, drawing the community closer. The hunters sit proudly, recounting the details of the chase, their words weaving the story into the memory of the tribe. The women listen, smiling, while the children's eyes widen with wonder. As the meat cooks, portions are cut and shared. Nothing is wasted. The fat is savored for its energy, the flesh divided among families. The Hadza believe in sharing equally, for survival depends on unity. Around the fire, laughter and conversation fill the night. For the Hadza, this is more than just food. It is a reaffirmation of their identity as hunter-gatherers, a reminder that despite the encroaching modern world, they remain rooted in the ways of their ancestors. The porcupine hunt is not grand or dramatic like the pursuit of a lion or buffalo, but it carries a significance just as deep. It speaks of resilience, of adaptation, of the quiet triumphs that sustain a people.